Ah! Yeah, we just sitting out here kicking it. That's the Book of Books. But I want to say thank the Most Highs, the Most High, the Universal Creator, the One, the Source, the All, Big Alma Mama, Hashem, Hashima, like Tunkashila, Grandfather Sky, Makaina, Mother Earth, and all the messengers. You know, like you have all different messages from all different religions. But I know Noble Jew Ali, Prophet. I know Taj Tariq Bey, and I know Dr. Yafa Bey. I know Amaru Nansun Bey. Those are all messengers. And I guess they say there wasn't all these messages in the good books and stuff, but you know what you are in your heart. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it, but I know for my whole life, even before when I was at my worst, look at my eyes, look in them eyes, I'm not lying. Even when I was at my worst, selling dope, smoking weed, getting drunk, I'm talking about years and years ago, maybe 15 years ago, praying, reading my Bible 3 times a day, 4 times a day, and praying 4 times a day, getting down on my hands and knees. And as I began to come into the knowledge around in 2010, and I started switching things up. But my religion, I don't have a religion. People want to know what my religion is. I have rituals that I do every day, which is I thank the Most Highs, I thank Big Alma Mama, I thank my Universal Creator for waking me up, and I do some meditation. I make sure I try to do send a lot of Polaris up before my feet even hit the ground. And then I want to eat right, and I want to make sure it's a lot of stuff that I do. But as far as I believe that all of the world's religions fit together. I believe that if you lean too heavily on one religion, that you're going to miss the truth in another religion. And I'm not anti-Muslim, I'm not anti-Christian, I'm not anti any of these religions. You can be whatever religion you want to be. That's on you. I'm just saying, me for myself personally, I believe that all of the world's religions have some truth in them, and that you can't just discount somebody else's religion. A lot of people believe, though, if you don't believe this, then you're going to hell. And people tell me, well, you have to pick one. You have to pick the one religion. You can't do this. You can't have, or no, I can study all the religions. I can do whatever I want to do because it's me. And I'm creating my own destiny and manifesting. You see? And I waited until I was Gregorian calendar. I'm about to be 40 years young at the end of this month. So, I mean, but if you go by the Ethiopic calendar, it was a new year, 9/11. So I am 40. But that's a different story. But that was the Book of Books. That's a prototype. So I'm probably not going to put that book out, because I'm going to put the book out, but not like that, not in that format. I'm probably going to send that out to a couple of select people. But that book will cost too much. That'll be about $40 to send that out, $11 for mailing, $9 to print it up. And some people haven't said this yet, but I know they're going to say it. Why don't you just put it on a PDF file? All right. Well, I'll tell you what you do. You sit up and you take 7 months of your life of praying or sending up pillars, manifesting, talking to the Most Highs, communing, getting information, writing it down, drawing out a logo, pay somebody else to draw it better than you, get that logo together. Then you take a pencil and write a rough draft out. Then you go back and write it out in pen. You're talking about 100 pages. Then you go back and edit it. Then you type it. Then you edit it again. Still probably didn't get everything, but you do all that. Then you put it on a PDF file. And then, how about this? Excuse me. What if your PDF files, what if there was no power, no electricity? What would you do then? If there was no power or no electricity, how are you going to watch your PDF files? How are you going to read them? How are you going to do your YouTube? But if you have a solid hard book, you can take a candle and read that. And I haven't really got too deep in the book, and I just wanted to set myself up because I know what my goal is. I know what I got going on for me. The kind of dreams and visions that I've been having, I know nobody sees it right now, and they think that I'm just trying to sell a book. No, that's not what it is. I want to have myself set up to where that I have something set up for me, to where when I am dropping this super information that I'm getting, because it's going to come, because that's just That's just what it is. That's my destiny. I was getting it already without asking for it. I was just sitting there trying to figure out what was going on with my life and where I needed to be going, and this is the guidance that I got. But I've always had these dreams. I've always had these special visions, even at my worst. But I just want to have it set up to where everything can always be free. Like my CD, my Kenji, my son, and myself, we record that. We just pushed the button on a beat that we liked, and then we just recorded it. Probably about 50 songs. That CD doesn't go with this book, so I only did a couple of songs. I'm going to put on that CD, and it's live recordings, and it's just different beats, but I'm just giving that away for free. So there's no copyright infringement on that. The CD is just for free. It doesn't go with this book. I wrote a soundtrack for this book, and the next videos and all the videos before that, I have different songs that I wrote to go with this book. So the CD that I'm giving away for free doesn't go with this book. The music that I'm doing right now is more geared toward the queens. The music that on that other CD is more geared towards the kings that are warriors, and it's pretty strong content, so it might not be for everybody. So I'm gonna label it and everything. You just don't listen to it if it's not for you. But I said I was going to do that. I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to give that CD away for free, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm giving that CD away for free. So and it'd be with the book of books whenever I get it together, probably end of this month, maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to slow things down. But this, I'm getting a little off topic. This is about the universal creator and the God's differential. Okay? That's what I wrote in my book, and that's just something I woke up from quickening and thinking about and talking about, because sometimes when you say universal creator, people get it kind of confused about the universal creator and then gods or God, which some people think they're God and they say on God and they say they're gods. But like I said in my last video, if you're a God, why are you still using paper? Or you might be using plastic. Why do you use that? I mean, even the magicians on TV, the Now You See Me people, or whatever that little movie they got going on, even them are doing magic tricks to get money, and they ain't even calling themselves God. But anyway, all right. So here we go. You see that? Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm having fun with it. I just like scaring people. I don't know. My mom did that to me. She always used to scare me. But we're gonna get into it a little bit. I'm gonna read straight from the book of books. We ain't gonna keep this one too long. Alright, where we at? I got the book of books, contents of books. Okay. Book for the universal creator and the God's differential. Let me look that up. Sorry it's taking so long. Not a lot of pages, but okay, here we are. The universal creator and the God's differential. I'm gonna read straight from it. It's not a lot. It's not a heavy read. As I write this is my personal beliefs and my opinion through my personal relationships with my higher powers. I have read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and the words did resonate with me. Meaning I believe in the One, the All, and the Source. I also believe in God as the Mother, God the Father, and God the Son. If you break down the word Elohim, you get two meanings or more. Duality. The word means El, the, and Lord. The ancients didn't use vowels, so you leave out the O, so that gives you the Him, or Lord Him. The word Elohim in itself means the gods. For me, here lies the difference between the gods and the universal creator. 13 Messenger has helped me learn or earn my L of Big Amma Mama and the dark matter womb. Also, we know that the word Hashem has been taken out the Bible. So you have Hashem and Amma, who are gods, but not the universal creator. Some people believe that they are gods, even though the Bible clearly states we are children of God. If I am a parent and I have children, are children now parents? Of course not. Some would say that we create children, so that makes us gods. Animals create their own, but that makes them gods not. What is the first thing you say when you are scared or shocked? 9 times out of 10 you say, "Oh my God." You don't say, "Oh me God," or "Oh, I'm God." I myself could never believe in a male God only. This to me seems absurd. Why would God tell you to find a wife or pair bond if there are no women gods? A lot of people believe God took a rib from Adam and made Eve. My question to them is this: why did the Spirit of the Lord impregnate so-called Mary? If God wanted to come here in the flesh, why did he not just take a rib from Mary and create himself? I respect all religions and almost everyone's beliefs. I just don't see why we as men feel as though there is no goddess in heaven that we should send our Polaris up to. When you speak of the universal creator and the God's differential, you must speak of other galaxies. This galaxy we live in is such a small little speck compared to the known universe. Our sun is so small when compared to the biggest sun known to man. In comparison, our sun is like a grain of sand compared to a beach ball. Don't question me. Just research the info for yourself. Believe in whatever you want to believe in. It's merely my personal belief that it's better to be spiritual rather than religious. Religions rely on gens. Spiritual people rely on spirituality. Reverend Phil Valentine says, when you name your God, you limit your God. Me personally, I don't know if that is true. I do know this to be true, that there is a universe and someone or thing created. 13, death and rebirth. Alright, people ask what that 13 is. It's death and rebirth, and then you also got, like they said, it was 12 disciples, and then with Jesus that was 13. You're the 13th book. A lot of people are the 13th. And I want to thank, for this turban right here, I want to thank Tel Aviv Bay. He's on Big Cartel, and there's a lot of other stuff that's on Big Cartel from 13 products. TLC 13 Love products. And I also want to do a little public disclaimer. I can post my videos on whatever I want to post them, private or public or whatever, because I'm not taking anything from inside of TLC private and post it public. Who would do that? I mean, if you're not let in there, you're just not going to get that information. My own information from my own book that I wrote, yeah, I'll put that whatever I want to put that, and I'll stand by that. And if anybody has any questions on it or wants to converse about anything, Juba bay96@gmail.com. We can converse. I'll converse all day with you, but I'm not going to bicker. I'm not going to argue with you. If you start getting all upset and getting all bent out of shape because your things is falling things are falling apart around you, I'm not going to honor that.